so these pieces are now sewn together, or sewn around. I had a bit of a sewing machine issue. I ran out of bobbin thread, and then realised I'd been using the smallest stitch, so the stitching is teeny weeny, and there has been a couple of little hole incidents, but I think once this is glued in, it's not really going to cause an issue at all. Okay, so that will go there, that will go there, so that's going to be that. So basically what I need to do now is decide what I'm doing in terms of other decoration, I suppose. But could I do that with this in place? Then I think I probably can. I did want to do some kind of twiny thing somewhere. Thinking probably here on this piece, or maybe on this piece, maybe even on here. Let me have a little look. I've got some, oh, this is some, what is it? I think it's Chinese waxed cotton or waxed linen. Maybe on here. Get a couple of runs in. This is very springy thread, and it is a little bit of a nightmare to use. And trim that. Not entirely sure this is going to, got a little button, it's fiddly, and it's a bit of a, like I said, a springy thread, so I'm not 100% sure it's going to pan out. So I'm going to thread that through one side of the button, put this through. Have I lost a run? No, I think that's 3. Put that through the other side. Okay. Okay, so I've now got my thread under my button, and this is the bit that is a bit tricky. Just putting a tiny bit of glue under that button, and then hold that in place for a minute. I mean, you can't really see it, it's so fine, this thread, and then it's going to be glued onto the back. Okay, that's still very loose, so I'm going to put that aside for a bit. Right, okay. This section, I think what I'm possibly going to do is maybe just add something flat to this piece. And I'm probably going to just start using some labels now, I think. That's quite nice, that goes quite well. I've got obviously all my labels cut. I also have a few pieces of ephemera. I've got my little embellishments out because I'm pretty sure I've got something, a label, a blue label, and I think I've got a blue butterfly. Pretty sure. It's been a long time since I've looked in that tin. Butterfly. Oh, there, look. Look. Blue and butterfly, but then that's a butterfly, and that seems to go a lot better, doesn't it? Right, that might come in handy for another, that's just a teeny tiny butterfly from my tiny embellishments kit. Keeping to the theme, let's have, somebody mentioned cheesecloth recently in my Facebook group, and I was like, oh yeah, cheesecloth, haven't had it out for a while, so thank you whoever it was that mentioned cheesecloth, because I'd just forgotten about it. It had been so long, but then I couldn't really find anything anywhere. I'd got into such a muddle. I do have to be a little bit conscious of bulk for this, because I don't have an unlimited amount of space. I think that will be fine. That's going to be enough, I think, there. Okay, let's see how this button is doing. Not brilliantly, but it's not too bad. Just leave that there for a bit longer. Okay, so this is going to be there. That doesn't need any more decorating. This probably does. What have we got? I could add a bit of blue to this, really. Got some tiny tags. What else have we got? Got some more blue little labels here. More labels. That'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? Adding a bit of red. Or the black, actually. Quite like the black. I'm not so sure about that anymore. Yeah, I think I'm going for the black. So I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think we might have enough in the way of decoration. I'm just concerned about this button. Oh, that's actually quite, yeah, I don't think that's going anywhere now. Yeah, that's pretty sturdy. So this is obviously all going to be glued into place. It might still be a little bit loose on the back there, but we can tighten that, that's not a problem. And what I might do is actually use a piece of washi tape to hold that into place on the back before I glue it. Okay, so let me just cut that stray piece off there. I'm now going to start constructing this, putting it all together. Sorry, and I'm gonna use my Fabri-Tac because I know that's a nice sturdy glue. It dries really quick. Just try, kind of got lost there which way I went round. Okay, so that's our back so far. That's our front. Inside we've got the envelope. I'm not worried about this. I actually really like the look of that envelope. I like the vintage and the old. And then that is the inside. I'm going to leave this not with anything too heavy on it, but just something to try and hold this down. What I might do is some kind of loop, hole here, so I can thread something round to tie this closed. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm not worried about the envelope not closing because when it's in the journal it's all going to be in between pages, so it's quite big. But I'm going to do pocket tags. I probably won't put anything in this envelope, but I'll put a tag in here and a tag in here. And a few little pieces in here, which I've probably used. Yeah, I've used one of the tags, but we'll just put a couple of little pieces in here and a tag in there. So I'm going to leave this here for now, but we will finish it in a second video. That actually does look quite cute. I'm not worried about the cotton being a little bit loose. It's well secure now because obviously it's all sewn in under here, glued in. Even so, that was exhausting. Making so many errors is really tiring. So I'm going to leave that there. And it's probably going to take me quite a long time to remember how to even edit a video, but I will be back with the second part very probably tomorrow, because I don't have any plans apart from finishing this journal. So I will see you really soon. Bye.